Even though we're still 3 months out from draft day, it's never too early to look at the top prospects, make some mock drafts, and do some rankings. You see the title and thumbnail, that's exactly what we will be doing today. We're going to be looking at the top quarterback prospects of this upcoming draft. And just for your warning, you're going to hear some really bad takes in here, so if you're offended, I recommend you click off this video. Number 6 is Michigan's J.J. McCarthy, who just led the Michigan Wolverines to the national championship. Well, led is an understatement. He had Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum in that stacked defense. He was very solid at Michigan, starting from 2021 to 2023, and his stats were pretty decent, but I think he's going to be a career backup in the NFL. He's got some athleticism to him, but I think in Michigan, he was mainly just a system quarterback, and like I said, he wasn't really the best player on Michigan either. He wasn't even the best player on offense, but I think he's going to be a career backup. At number 5 is Oregon's Bo Nix. After 3 mediocre seasons at Auburn, his career looked like it was over. He looked like a bust, but in 2022, he transferred to Oregon and he lit it up, especially last year in 2023, throwing 45 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and he was a Heisman finalist, and he broke all sorts of records. Bo Nix has a very strong arm, and he's very accurate. I could see him succeeding in the NFL. The only thing really concerning is his age. He turns 24 on February 25th, but I mean, at least it's not Stetson Bennett last year. At number 4, we have Michael Penix Jr. from Washington. Penix has played a long time in college. His first 4 seasons from 2018 to 2021, he played at Indiana, and it wasn't so bad, but he had like 3 or 4 season-ending injuries, something crazy like that. And after seeing not much success, he transferred to Washington in 2022, where he went off. And in 2023, he was a Heisman candidate and led the Washington Huskies to a 14-0 record before losing in the national championship. Penix has a strong arm, and he's not the best scrambler in this draft class, but he can scramble if he needs to. And I think Penix, like Bo Nix, could find success in the NFL if he finds the right place. Also, I forgot to say, he's also old like Bo Nix. He's 24. Well, he's going to turn 24 in May. Earlier, I warned you of bad takes. Well, I believe my takes are good, but other people might get offended because they think these are bad. So, this next take might be considered as bad, even though I think it's a good take. So, please be warned. I have 2 players tied at second, with one of them being Heisman winner from LSU, Jayden Daniels. Like I said, he was the Heisman, and I'm pretty sure all of you know that, but his stats were crazy. He almost hit 4,000 passing yards, he threw for 40 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions, and he ran for over 1,100 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. Jayden Daniels is the perfect quarterback for the new breed of quarterbacks we've been seeing in the NFL, where they can throw the ball, but they can also run it very, very well. And when I mean very, very well, I mean generational runners. I have no idea. They're just very good. But once Daniels does enter the NFL, he's going to be one of the best scrambling quarterbacks, and a perfect comparison for him is Lamar Jackson. Both of their play styles were nearly identical in college, and they have a similar build. The only reason I didn't put him at number 1 is because of how skinny he is. If you look at Caleb Williams and Drake May, they can run, not as good as Daniels, but they are much bigger than him. So if he puts on a little bit of muscle, he can be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Even then, regardless, I think he can be one of the best in the NFL. Maybe I'm SEC wash. I only watch, well, that's a lie. I do watch other colleges and conferences, but I mainly watch the SEC. So maybe I'm SEC brainwashed. The other guy I have tied with Jayden Daniels is Drake May out of North Carolina. In his freshman season in 2021, he stepped behind Sam Howell, who, funny enough, he might replace in Washington. But once he entered the scene for the starting quarterback role for North Carolina in 2022, he went off with over 4,000 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. However, 2023, this season, he did have a down season, but he was still pretty good. One of the reasons I have him tied at 2 is because of Drake May's down season. I want to put Daniels at 2 because, again, of Drake May's down season. But Drake May's impressive size and impressive ability to escape out of the pocket, like you're seeing on the screen right there, is the reason I have him tied at 2. I mean, it's a toss-up for him at 3 and 2. Oh yeah, by the way, if you watch college basketball in here, fun fact, Drake May is the brother to Luke May, who played basketball for North Carolina and was a big part into why North Carolina won the 2017 national championship. And number 1, of course, Caleb Williams from USC. In his freshman season in 2021, he stepped in for Spencer Rattler after he was playing bad against Texas, and he was the starter for the rest of the season, and he played pretty well. And then he followed Lincoln Riley to USC, where he'd have a Heisman season in 2022, and yet again another Heisman caliber season if it weren't for his defense absolutely choking every single game. I don't really have to babble on about how good Caleb Williams is. I've made 2 whole videos about him and how everyone's trying to tank for him. Everyone knows how good he is. He's obviously the best quarterback in this draft. Even though draft day is 3 months away, I'm still excited about it. It's always a fun time of year, and even though Caleb Williams has been the projected #1 overall pick since forever ago, we still have no idea who the Bears are going to take. They could rather luck with Justin Fields one more season and take Marvin Harrison Jr., or they could take Caleb Williams and ship Justin Fields off to Atlanta. It seems like Bears fans, all the Bears fans I've seen, they don't want him in Chicago anymore. So if you're a Bears fan especially, let me know in the comments what you think and what the Bears should do. And also, comment down below if you want where every quarterback is going to go for this upcoming draft. And bye-bye.